Hello everyone, it is I, Eljay, and I am back for another recap review. Oh, wait, no, wrong video. That'll be soon though. Welcome back to another recap review Q&A, the fourth one to my knowledge, and at this point I think it's become a series of Q&As. It's basically recap tradition at this rate. So what I'm going to do here is answer a bunch of questions, henceforth Q&A, and at the end of the video, tell you when the recaps are coming back. I normally only release these when I actually have settled on a return date for the series. And I have. But first, I'm going to answer some questions. Some of them I've already answered in the comments, but a lot of them I haven't. And I decided to make a video out of it because it's a lot of fun, and I like answering questions in this way. In the meantime, if you actually want to visually watch something, you can watch Meso, Var, maybe, and I play a bit of Halo 2. Maybe some others are thrown in there, we'll see. Alright, let's start off with the questions. First, this was on the Metrotorn review. Was it planned for the egg to explode? If not, that was priceless. Yes, I absolutely intended for Akamu to explode. Basically what had happened is I put the mask on the egg, and had my younger brother shoot a pellet gun at the egg, and blam! I did not, however, expect such a large explosion. Next question. Can you guys possibly do some sort of Knight's Kingdom second channel? The name could be something like the Book of Morcia or something, because Bionicle always seemed to have the same nostalgia fun feel as Knight's Kingdom. I can be willing to wait a while for stuff to come out, but I'm just asking out of curiosity, if that makes any sense. I was actually a fan of Knight's Kingdom when it was out. It was a really great series and had a lot of cool parts. Unfortunately, this channel and the people that run the channel were focused more so on either A, current construction lines, or B, Bionicle. Primarily Bionicle, don't get me wrong. And while that's a fantastic idea, I don't think that's something anyone here is going to pursue anytime soon. My apologies. Next comment. Eljay, I love these reviews. I hope that you never let the haters get you down, and that you keep doing these for as long as you can. They are a wonderful and unique addition to TTV. Never stop and keep doing your best. Thank you so much for these. I really appreciate these comics. They really do make my day. Also, I know who did make this comment. Shout out to you, Noah. Next one. Eljay, when you get to 2008, are you going to be reviewing the Fantoka Makuta separately from the Fantoka Toa Nuva? Same with the Mystica and Av Shadow Matorn. Good question. Fantoka Makuta and Fantoka Nuva will be separate from each other. However, they will be all in the same video. Henceforth, Pohatu, Kopaka, Liwa will all be in the same video because, unfortunately, they are very similar. They're not exactly similar, but they're definitely not Toa Mari different. So my apologies. Same thing goes with the Mystica, and all the Abmatorn and Shadow Matorn will be in one video. My apologies. I know this is going to upset some people, but we'll see how it goes. Next one. Somebody quoted my, I think it was Toa Metro review, just in case you run into Tuma. I laughed so hard at that. When's the next Makuta Fest? You'll find out. Next comment. You could have separated the Toa Metro into separate reviews like you did with the Mata and Nuva. They are different enough for that. No, they aren't. They really aren't. I made an exception for the Mata because they were the first Toa. The majority of the first sets that a lot of older fans got. Some of the first sets that I, in fact, got. So I'm going to give them an exception. Even though they are very similar, they do have a lot of unique traits and differences. So they get a pass. Nuva, they have all the intricate dual weapon functions, so they get another pass. Metru, while they do have those weapon functions, are essentially the same set with minor tweaks. They are not different enough to make separate reviews for them, so I did not see the value in making those videos. 6+ videos. Did you guys really want to wait 6 weeks before I got to the Titans or the Vaki? Just waiting, sitting there for videos to come out for 6 weeks with me rehashing the same thing I said the prior week? I did not think you guys wanted that, and I really didn't want to do that at all. So that's why I did what I did. They are really not different enough to validate that. Next comment. If you look at their story, then they are interesting, mate. This is in response to the Vaki. I'll say this again, and I'm probably going to repeat a lot of things I've said in prior Q&As. I review the sets. I'm a very big story guy. I know pretty much more than the grand majority of the guys in TTV. I'm really big on the story. I know pretty much everything there is to know. I do forget things from time to time. I know the Vaki's place in the story. But these are set reviews. I'll try and drop more story info in them. But I'm not reviewing the story. I'm reviewing the sets. If you want story analysis, we'll strike up a discussion one day. Next comment. Would you also consider the transformation of the Vaki a pro or con? Definitely a pro. Most transformations are pros. Next question and next comment, and this is actually in regards to Nadiki. You forgot the function of the crab look when you bend his body backward to the foots and move the arms so they is with the claws points out from the head and face, and then turn the head around and you're done. I understand what you mean. Apparently, little did I know there was a dual function to Nadiki. Now, I had never heard this, and trust me, I got Nadiki in 04. I know what he's supposed to do. I've seen the majority of the images, and it was linked to it seemed to be a Toy Fair image of him doing this. I can't personally validate whether or not this is an actually officially sanctioned dual function, but apparently I forgot it, and I apologize, and I'd like to thank everybody who pointed that out sincerely. Next question. Are you going to review Taragali Khan? The Taragali Khan in question is basically a little parts pack called quote-unquote Taragali Khan that came out with some Duracell batteries as a promotion in 2006. I gave this a lot of thought, and considering I'm not going to be reviewing any other promotional items, such as good guy, bad guy, and so on and so forth, I decided I'm not going to review Taragali Khan. He's basically Kazi, and he's red, and he has a How Metru. That's that. So, my apologies for anyone who's looking forward to that. It's not going to happen. Next comment. You forgot the most coolest part with Ndiki being his alt form, which is, in my books, a pro. Side note, I get the feeling you dislike the Vaki head design, Eljay. I hope this isn't true. Again, aforementioned, Ndiki alt form, but I point this comment out because, shout out to Zahaki. No, I don't hate the Vaki head design. I think it's great, and no, you are not a Vaki. I know why you have an issue with this. I'm just going to point it out. Hopefully you hear this and enjoy it. Next comment. I actually replied to this one. The reviews are great fun to watch, but could you introduce some variety in the pros and cons? You haven't really talked about interesting pieces introduced or actual play value. Just some constructive criticism, but I still love the reviews. First of all, thank you so very much for this comment. This is a constructive constructive critique of the videos. I really appreciate this. This helps me out exponentially. And yes, I will definitely take that in consideration. If I can remember, I'm going to do that, because that is there's a car. That is a really great idea. I really should be doing that. So thank you very much. Next comment. And this is in reference to Kreka. I think you're being too hard on this set. I personally found some pros you didn't mention to be 1. Lots of new pieces, old pieces, and recolors. 2. Broad shoulders that give great articulation and add to the bruiser look. And 3. His head design is unique, unlike Nadiki's recycled Vaki head. Compared to Nadiki, I can't pick a favorite. I can just say they both have their cons, but are both great sets. I did reply to this one as well, but I'll rehash. 1. He did not have lots of new pieces. He had pieces you could get in pretty much every single set. In fact, I don't think he had any exclusive new parts. 2, he did have a lot of recolors. Yes, that's good. Okay. 2, broad shoulders. If you wanted a broad-shouldered set, well, I'm going to be reviewing Kitangu. There are other broad-shouldered sets that are done better. I can't think of any right off the top of my head. Oh, wait, no, Gadunka. I'll bring something up regarding Gadunka Kitongu later in actual reviews, but still. It may add to the bruiser look, but I guess it's a pro, you know. And 3, his head design is unique. I will give you that. However, he is built clunkily. He does not look complete. He has very difficult to use functions at times. In fact, I was handling Kreka after the review, and his disk launcher started giving me more problems. I don't even know how to fix it. So, he's just really difficultly built. I did not build him wrong. He's just not built well. So, no. I'm still not a fan of the set. My apologies. Okay. I do this every time. Bring up Fabulous Fish, spelled Gabulous Goatee, and his comment for the Kreka. Kreka is one of the best Titans in my opinion. So much fun to play as, looks so awesome, and I'm a disappointed Kreka fan. I'm sorry. Okay, no, I'm not really sorry, but still. He might be fun to play with, yes, and he does look cool. He has a very consistent color scheme. Functionality-wise, he is very poorly done. They are cool functions, they just don't work well. Next comment, in reference to the skit I did for the Nivok and Duma video. What a waste of juice. When I actually did that, the quote-unquote blood, it was not juice. It was actually dyed water. It was red water. I'm very glad how it worked out, though. So happy. Another comment, also Nivok. Weren't the galley hook recolorings started with Nivok, or did silver hooks appear prior? Well, the recoloring of galley hooks did not start with Nivok, I don't think. No, definitely did not start with Nivok, because I'm looking. There's all the 01 Rahi, Muakan Kene Ra, Tarakava, Galley herself, Nui Rama, and maybe the Manas? No. Kind of. And then the Boxer, he has dark gray galley hooks. So no, did not start with Nivok. Also, he added in, oh, and Eljay, are you left-handed? I know why you're asking this, and it's because I wear my watch on my right wrist, and I'm not going to answer. I'm going to leave you in mystery. I'm just forever wondering. Okay, well, this was bound to happen. Time to get to the comments on the Likan video. Start off with, first one. Someone else probably already mentioned this, but Toa Marijala included his crab on his blaster included his crab on which his blaster was mounted, meaning that this isn't the only Toa and Rahi set released. I did ask for people to remind me whether or not that was the case, and people did. Thank you for doing so. I definitely forgot about Jalamari. Next comment.
Well, it's about darn time.
This comes from a guy who was pestering me early on to do the Likan review. I'm very appreciative of your enthusiasm, but I review sets in release order, or close to release order. Definitely smallest to largest. Asking me to do them out of order when I already have a set order is not going to make them go faster. And comments like that, they don't help anyone. But I'm glad, hopefully, that you liked the video. And then, finally, the most... I got this comment so many times, it made it difficult to go through the comments on the Likan video. Another car. I know other people mention this, but you forgot about Likan swords combining into a lava board. Okay, that was a major misstep for me. I forgot the combination of Likan's fire swords into a lava board and or shield. I don't know how. I really sincerely do not understand how I forgot that. Fun fact, all of the 2004 reviews that I did, sans the one at the end, the 04 overview, I recorded all in one night. So you have to understand, I was exhausted by the time I got to Likan. So, my sincerest apologies. I do have plans in the works for something else to make up for it, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. But again, I'm sorry. As a lot of people mentioned, yes, I forgot it. I'm sorry. Next comment. Hey LJ, I got a question for a future recap video. Will you recap the Cardaz Dragon? Since it was released as a set and a combiner, I'm not sure if you will do it. By the way, I guess you've mixed up the Kikanalo's tail pieces with the Rakshi/Makuta pieces. First of all, I gave that a lot of thought also. And I will review Cardaz, however, he will not be amongst the other sets for the 06 overview. Reason being is he is a combination model, which technically would mean I shouldn't review him, because I'm not going to be reviewing any of the combo models. But he was also released as a set, and he does hold the record for the largest Bionicle set released. For that sole reason alone, I will be reviewing Cardaz. However, he will not be constructed during the overview for 06. So hopefully that makes everyone happy. It doesn't make me happy because I have to build him, but still, you know what? Fine. Also, great eyes. I did in fact notice that I mixed them up. Totally accidental, but you guys noticed. Great job. Next comment. I actually have a question. Ever since you revealed that you do irrigation work for your neighbor, I've wondered what state/region of the United States do you live? I know you don't like to say things like that, so I understand if you don't want to answer. Wait, I don't even really know if you live in the United States. I don't show my face. There is no real reason why I would tell anybody where I live. Another mystery. My apologies. No apologies. Next question. LJ, why you no do combinations? Because if I have to do combinations for the earlier years, I'm going to have to do them for the later years, where the parts are way more brittle, and there's a higher risk of me breaking them, and I don't want to do that. Not to mention it is a time sink like nobody's ever seen. Maybe one day in the far future I'll get to the combinations, but no time soon. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not doing them. Next question. Will you be doing the minifigures of 05, 06, and 07? Gave this some thought. Same answer as the combinations. Major time sink. I don't even have enough room for those. They were only for 3 years. I'm not going to invest the time and money into reviewing those. Sorry. Even though I do really, really like one of the larger ones from 06, Procus Stronghold. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. Next question. LJ, where do you get the sets you don't have when you are doing your recap reviews? Because I'm starting to collect again, and all the sets from 2001 are really expensive on eBay. I get this question a lot, and I'll say this. I'll repeat it again, but keep in mind they are in prior recap Q&As. I get them off of Bricklink and eBay. A combination. You have to be really careful. Lots are a really good place to get them, like Bionicle lots, if you're really lucky. And sometimes there just comes up a deal, and you get it, and you're so happy. You just got to be very watchful, because I've gotten some amazing deals. I'll tell you this. Got 2 in box, 1 completely unopened Muakan Kenny Ross sets. 2 separate ones, both complete, in total under $100. They were both like 40 or so each, and one of them I beat a sniper out on. So there's an example. You can get amazing deals. You just have to be very watchful. So hopefully that helps you. If I do snatch something out from under you and we're bidding on it, I'm sorry. It has to happen. And finally, the final question I will be answering here. Are the 2005 recap reviews coming out soon? I really want to see LJ talk about the horrible Hordika arms. Alright, that brings us to the end. It is time to reveal the reason why there's been such a long delay, even though I said that there wouldn't be, and when the recaps are coming out. So why the delay? Well, it's because it turns out getting good deals on the 05 Titans was a lot harder than I thought. Not to mention, the year has been extraordinarily hectic, I guess I could say. It's been tiresome, it's been exhausting, it's been a little bit stressful. a lot stressful, and I've been busy with irrigation work, a bunch of other miscellaneous things. I had a former host over at my house for a time, so it's been really, really crazy around here. So unfortunately, there was a major delay in the 2005 reviews. Thankfully, that's not the case anymore. Everything's been squared away with, and we are going to go through 2005 and have a great time doing it. But anyway, so speaking of going through 05, when is the release date? It is... I'm going to put in a quick plug here. If any of you guys have ever heard of Vrano, and I know he does watch some of my reviews, which is awesome, then if you know Vrano, you probably know he released an animation called Struggle in the Drifts. I'll link it in the description. Go check that out. It is fantastic, especially if you like Kopakan Pohatumata during the Borak Wars. Just great. Just go watch that. It's great. 17 minutes of animation. Real fun to watch. Now then, the release date and the return of the recap reviews is July 1st. That's right, all you Canadians. The recaps return on your very day, and not mine. But still, Canada Day, July 1st is when the recap reviews are returning. I hope. They should. If there are any foreseen delays, I'll let you know about them. But normally I've been really good about getting things out on time. Normally. So that's everything. Everything's all done. I've answered what I can, and hopefully you guys have listened up to this point. Thank you all very much for watching, and give me more questions. I love questions. I love comments. Constructive criticism is also fantastic. I listen to everyone. I may not reply all the time, but I do listen. Always open to suggestions and recommendations. They are what help community projects and groups grow. Thank you all very much for listening and or watching, and I will see you guys on July 1st. See you then.